capable of manifesting gigantic versions of her limbs.
Dude, I wish I was those sailors. What's up, everybody? It is True Sage, and yes, it's pronounced True Sage. Alright, so this is actually a video that was recommended by this person. Thank you so much. Strawhats rank power levels, in which I'm pretty sure we all know the general aspect of Luffy's #1, Zoro's #2, and Sanji's #3.
Well, some people can argue about Sanji and Zoro.
Most people probably say Zoro's stronger than Sanji. Right. Now, the other members of the Straw Hat, you know what I mean? Keep in mind, I'm still a new One Piece fan, so I may not be familiar with a whole lot of things, but I get the gist of it, right? I ain't gonna waste them guys' time. But hit the subscribe button. After that, we can get straight to the video. I guess, yeah. Luffy is a yonko, so, you know.
Usopp right now, to me, is the weakest Straw Hat. He hasn't shown us anything.
Not the Usopp disrespect. Off the motherfucking easy. The Usopp disrespect. Well, I mean, it's probably accurate, so, you know.
To go off of in Wano. We know that he has Perception Haki from the Dressrosa arc, which, by the way, is the only power-up he had post-time skip, but he's never shown using it again in Wano. Oda will probably give Usopp a big buff in the Elbaf arc, but for now, I find it hard to believe that he'd be able to one-on-one a Yonko officer and win.
Okay, we all know he's not doing that. We know that's not happening. Nami?
Boosted up.
Damn, Nami's that low?
Zeus has sworn his loyalty to Nami after fusing with her climate arcs, and so with Zeus fused with such a powerful and versatile tool, Nami stands to possess a comparable elemental strength to that of Big Mom. There's also the fact that Zeus has been Big Mom's go-to homie for years, and that means that Zeus has been through a lot of fights, gaining a lot of battle experience that he can now share with Nami.
But wait,
Nami lacks the physicality associated with such power, but to offset that difference, remember that homies are not affected by oncoming armament haki. They can be, however, weakened or fully countered by opposing elements, but with the versatility of Nami's elemental powers, that shouldn't be much of a problem.
Okay, see, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I low-key thought Nami was pretty up there in the Straw Hats. I thought Nami was gonna be ranked a little bit higher, but I guess it makes I thought she'd be it don't make no sense to me.
It was so strong that it even managed to at least stagger the Yonko for a few seconds. And we've also seen Nami dealing considerable damage to Ulti as well. So,
but it says that she's Yonko officer level.
Power-up is now Yonko officer territory.
Really? He's stronger than Nami?
Of the strangest devil fruits in the series that at the beginning seemingly had
He's stronger than Nami? Really?
But well, after the 2 years time skip, we see that Brook has likely awakened his devil fruit, gaining the ability to temporarily separate his soul from his skeletal body, effectively making him a ghost. And as such, Brook is capable of moving through walls and go to areas that would be impossible for him to physically reach. He also became much stronger as a swordsman, becoming capable of coating his sword with the aura of his soul, freezing it in the process, and of course,
I didn't know you could do that.
Comes into contact with it.
Okay, cool.
In terms of Haki, he certainly doesn't have armament or conquerors, and it's debatable whether or not he can use Perception Haki to some extent. Unfortunately, he didn't get any notable 1v1 against the Sweet Officer or a Topiropo, but I'm quite sure he's on that level of strength.
I 100% thought that Nami was stronger than Brook, honestly, but, you know.
Just like Brook, Chopper has improved his proficiency with his...
Chopper being stronger than all three of these motherfuckers would never not be funny. Chopper being a Yonko, crew level. What was the rank at the side?
It's going to explain every form.
It's hilarious.
But rather focus on the strongest one, which is also the reason he's above Brook in this list. Even though it was never explicitly stated, I believe that the monster point is a result of Chopper's awakening, and with Caesar's help, he even managed to lengthen the duration of this form up to 10 minutes. Monster point Chopper managed to tank an attack from Big Mom, as well as to box with Queen for a brief moment. Chopper can't use Haki yet, but Monster Point is proven to be effective against...
He will be able to use Haki. Trust that. He's going to be able to use it.
Earning him the 8th spot on the list.
Okay. Alright, now we're really stepping it up. Okay. Okay, so everyone here is either Yonko officer level, Yonko commander, or Yonko first mate. Robin. Okay.
Nico Robin has become a lot more powerful thanks to the training under the Revolutionaries.
She's Yonko officer level. Alright.
Using her devil fruits, becoming capable of manifesting gigantic versions of her limbs, creating entire clones of herself.
Oh man, dude, I wish I was those sailors. Nice. Nice.
Nice. 6 of the Fishman Karate from Koala. It's in the raid of Onigashima where she gets her first serious 1v1 post-time skip
What
against
the
Black
fuck?
Maria.
What the fuck? Again, guys, I'm a new One Piece watcher. All right, so you can't just throw boobies at me like this and then have me just roll with it. But sure.
She was struggling in the first part of the fight until she transformed into a literal devil, a massive darkened woman with horns and a sizable set of wings. Robin's face
Pretty
was now
cool.
much more sinister, willing to fully embrace her role as a devil. In this new form, which is probably Robin's Devil Fruit awakening, it took her a few seconds to break Maria apart internally. It's not clear if Robin uses armament haki in this form, but what is clear is that she low-diffed a Toporopo, skyrocketing her power level to the highest spots of the Yonko officer level.
Okay. Shout out to you, Robin. Okay. See, this is this is where I thought Nami would be at.
After 2 years,
Like, I thought Nami would be around here, like where Franky's at. But I mean, you know, maybe I'm just wrong.
research, Franky successfully merged his own technology with the science of Dr. Vegapunk. Franky can now use Kizaru's laser and created a gigantic mech suit made of a super alloy known
Wait, he
as
can use
101.
Kizaru's laser?
Metal, which is, by the way, created and commercialized by Walpole, is so durable that it withstood multiple hits from Big Mom herself. Post-time skip, Franky has managed to defeat one of Doflamingo's strongest officers, and even
Franky is
Yonko officer.
approaching
Now,
Yonko
I think
Commander.
Franky has the opportunity to raise his power a little bit more. Don't get me wrong, I think that taking down a Toporopo is already an incredible feat, but I need to see haki now. That's what I want from Franky, and I know Franky's fighting style revolves around weapons and stuff.
Do you think
Seeing
Franky would
characters
ever
like
get
Bellamy
haki?
and Pecoms using armament haki makes me believe that Franky should be able to learn basic armament haki. Regardless, Franky's clearly at the level of a Yonko officer, pushing the Yonko commander level.
Notice how these people so far don't have haki, and that's why I guarantee, like, well, you know what? I'm gonna say that for the end of the video. Okay, see, now this makes sense. This makes sense. See, I'm cool with it. I'm cool. Now, okay, so he's
Number five,
approaching
we have the
Yonko
strongest
first
fisherman
mate.
in One Piece, the first son of the sea, Jinbe. We already mentioned some of his best feats in other videos. He proved to be strong enough to defend himself from an admiral and able to land attacks on the likes of Big Mom. In fact, he had no problems dealing with Who's Who. We know that Who's Who has the ability to access the 6 styles techniques that we've seen from Cypherpole, the Rokushiki. Well, Jinbe was not worried about any of that. He still showed that his armament haki can keep up with the best, and Jinbe was still operating and still chilling.
And notice how everyone from this point is going to have haki. Notice how everyone from this point is going to have haki.
So we know that Jinbe wasn't even phased by a Yonko officer. I speculate Jinbe being around 2nd commander level. Let me know what you think in the comment section below.
But at least he's Yonko commander though. Now Sanji gotta be like Yonko first mate, right? You think so?
With Sanji, I want to go straight to
Close.
the point. After
Close.
his genetic awakening, which gave
But he's number
Sanji
4. Who the fuck is above Sanji? Wait, Zoro? Luffy? Who else? What the fuck?
an exoskeleton that
Did I
drastically
miss something?
enhances strength and speed, Sanji managed to defeat Kaido's 2nd strongest man with a few moves. This puts Sanji very close to the 1st commander territory, and remember that Sanji
Close.
still has to master this new power, so in the next arc, he'll be even stronger.
I actually reacted to that fight scene when he used that power. Zoro, who the fuck is? If Luffy's number 2? Wait, am I missing somebody?
Zoro is at number 3, but hear me out. On the
He's
rooftop
close
of
to
Onigashima,
admirable level.
Zoro
Wow.
carried out a lot of attacks that are relevant to his power level. The first one was his Purgatory Onigiri. Now remember that prior to going on the rooftop, Zoro one-shot Killer using this move, completely knocking him out. And we know that Killer should be pretty durable, given that he's Kid's 2nd in command, and given that he was able to tank a direct lightning attack from Big Mom and continue fighting afterwards. When Zoro started drawing more power from Odin's sword, he managed to unleash an even stronger attack known as Flying Dragon Blaze.
I like the level gap between Admirable and Yonko. There's a 2 million difference. I just want to clarify that.
Even Big Mom prompted Kaido to dodge the attack, which Kaido did. As the fight continued, Zoro managed to momentarily block a combined attack from Big Mom and Kaido, and after that, when Zoro should be done for the day, with dozens of broken bones, he scarred Kaido with a Conqueror's Haki coated 9 Swords attack. So with all this being said, it's quite clear that Zoro has far surpassed most Yonko first mates like Katakuri and King, who he managed to defeat pretty handily. I mean, taming Enma was a bigger struggle for Zoro than King, So Zoro's next step will be to fully master Enma and master Conqueror's coating as well.
And when he does that, do y'all think that Zoro will be like Zoro will be officially like an admirable level? I think so. I mean, he's already pushing it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, I don't think as of right now he's like that close to admirable level. But then again, I'm a new One Piece fan, so what the fuck do I know? I did not know that she was a part of the Straw Hat crew. Now she's a part of Yamamoto's a part of the Straw Hat crew. I didn't know that. I thought she was just random bad bitch number 24 that was in the One Piece story. Oh, and I didn't know she was this strong either. I didn't know that she was this strong.
Is in fact the second strongest Straw Hat, being capable of using Conqueror's coating better than Zoro. Listen, Yamato was boxing Kaido alone. I think that both Zoro and Sanji
that's Kaido's daughter, right?
At their current level of strength. Her hybrid form was boxing against Kaido's hybrid form, which hybrid forms are the most powerful forms that the Zoan type uses. Yamato had been using Conqueror's haki since she was a child. She's been training to fight Kaido since she was a child. We also have to understand that she managed to fight Ace equally with Sea Prism stone handcuffs on. Do I even need to mention that she's a mythical Zoan user? We don't need to go into that since her second spot is already more than justified. Maybe when Zoro will make Enma a Black Blade and Master Conqueror's haki, he will be back at number 2. But for now, Yamato is...
I did not know she was a part of Straw Hat crew. I did not know that. I mean, we all know who number 1 is. Like, come on. We know who number 1 is. Quit playing.
Right now, Luffy has mastered all...
Yeah, Luffy is Luffy is definitely past Yonko level. I mean, he literally is a Yonko, so.
Advanced Perception, learned against Katakuri. Advanced Armament, learned from Yogoro in the Udan prison. And Advanced Conquerors, learned and developed in the fight against Kaido. So, in terms of haki, he hasn't got much left to learn. He also awakened his Devil Fruits, which was described as the most ridiculous power in the world by the Gorosei. Luffy right now is one of the 4 Yonko, and he's maybe behind 2 or 3 characters in terms of strength, those being Blackbeard, Shanks, and Imu. Of course, this is my take, and I know there are some people out there that still have Kizaru and Aokiji above Luffy. I personally find it ridiculous, but let's wait and see how things play out.
Do you think Luffy's stronger than all the admirals?
So this was the list, guys. I hope you agree.
Do you think Luffy's stronger than them? I don't know. That's a good question, though. You see, Luffy, I think Luffy is definitely stronger than all the admirals, in my opinion. I don't really think Kizaru and other motherfuckers is going to be messing with Luffy. Luffy is definitely like one of the top tiers in the One Piece verse, but he still is not the strongest. However, though, I did not know that Yamamoto was a part of the Straw Hat crew. I did not know that. Now, question chat, do y'all think that Gear 5 Luffy is stronger than Shanks or Mihawk? Let me know in the comment section down below. And while you're down there, hit the subscribe button. Doesn't just help me, but it helps you too. YCC content similar to this one. If y'all did subscribe to me, I appreciate it a lot. If y'all didn't, guess we'll just part ways. Either way I go, I'm out of here. Y'all have to keep it easy. And I'm gone. Peace.